A little vignette about what passes for strong policy debate in Ottawa. The other day, Thomas Mulcair issued this banal boilerplate statement on Twitter. Let me just read it to you. He said, "On National Aboriginal Day, the NDP stands with Canada's Indigenous peoples to celebrate and work towards a better future." Sounds pretty good. I mean, these are the kind of announcements that political parties make literally every day. But it wasn't good enough for Carolyn Bennett, the Liberal MP, who tweeted right back saying, "Oh my, Thomas Mulcair, you have to stop using the possessive. It's not Canada's Indigenous peoples, it's Indigenous people in Canada. Paternalism." Oh boy, she zinged him. Yeah, don't you know, Thomas Mulcair? It's not Indian. It's not even Aboriginal people. It's not Canada's Aboriginal peoples. It's like, who can be more fashionable than the next? And that's a moment of great pride for Carolyn Bennett. Of course, it doesn't really work when your own party's website uses the exact phraseology. Take a look at this Liberal Party release Canada's First Nations. But that's not even the point. The point isn't even the hypocrisy or just how foolish Carolyn Bennett is. It's that both Thomas Mulcair and Carolyn Bennett are worried about fashionable, politically correct phrases, and neither one of them actually proposes to deal with real problems. And by that I mean the squalid conditions on most Indian reserves caused in large part by the Indian Act, by the fact that Aboriginal people don't have the same property rights that you and I have, don't have the same democratic rights, don't have the same financial governance of their bands that you and I expect and demand from our towns and cities. So as long as you are accepting of the Indian Act, I don't care what you call Aboriginal people. If you call them Indians, if you call them First Nations, if you call them Sir, it's all a bunch of BS unless you're willing to deal with the problem. And of course, Thomas Mulcair and Carolyn Bennett are not. For TheRebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.